This is 200 hours in about 4 minutes of pictures. How I started the build on the 250 GTO. Some boxes to work out the rough shape. Then started to put the chassis together. Some test wheels of another car that I built to start with. These are the spoke wheels that I made, that we'll see how they were made shortly. Started to build the tube up, windscreen frame, suspension. This is how I built those wheels out of DWT alloy rims, cutting the centres out and spoking them with 42 stainless steel 2.4mm spokes. You can see I've drilled the outer rim, fit a hub, thread the spokes in, weld them at the ends and grind them off. And then they look like this. Different offsets for front and rear. There they are on the chassis. Got the roof height sorted. Some bodywork tools. Let's start making the alloy bodywork. I've got my two daughters to help me. Hammers at the ready. Just starting off with 1.2mm alloy sheet. Cutting to rough shape, that's the bonnet. And then rolling with the English wheel and mallet on a piece of wood to beat it into shape. Adding the front wings. It's just simple mallet work. This is just on a foam pad to get the shape and then start welding it together. This is how I made the steering wheel out of a piece of mahogany. Turned it in the lathe to produce this mahogany rim. Made the centre out of 4 pieces of aluminium sheet. Welded those together and polished them. And then broke the wooden rim and fitted it onto the spokes and finished it off with the badge. This is some light, or these are some lights that I found off a trailer for the rear lights, and the front lights are just spotlights off of a normal car. I'm going to use a go-kart sprocket at the back for the drive, solid axle. And here's the bodywork starting to take shape. So that's a rear arch, rough shape fabricated. Holding it on the car there just to see how it lines up with the framework. Last chance to wheel the front end before fitting it to the car. That's a roof line, roughly in shape, so I know what sort of height there's going to be. That's a mock-up for the V12 300cc engine I'm going to make for it. There's a bit of detail on the roof. Starts with a flat sheet. Bit of rolling and hammering to get some compound curves going, and then put all those pieces together and weld them together so that I can shape it a bit easier. This is the other side, building it up in sections, TIG welding it together, tacking it in place to start with, and then running full welds all the way along. You can see that's the door skin there, just a normal sheet. Bit of work on the rear panel for the lights. That's side view with the wheels on. Starting to make a rear panel. And there are the rear lights off the trailer fittings that you can see there. Rear spoiler fabrication, just all flat sheet, hammered and shaped by eye. And that's where we are now. That is 200 hours in 4 minutes. I think that's 29 parts on YouTube. Keep following. There's more to come. It's filler and paintwork next. Thanks for watching.